word spiv isn't used much nowadays, but in 1946 it was part of everyday language.
All I can say is Carlson looks a right dump. You certainly pick 'em, Charlie.
At least it's better than operating somewhere with the local constabulary lurking around every corner. A very suitable location. Quiet, peaceful, with the occupants gentle, trusting, and thick as two short planks.
Yeah, well, let's hope so. Our last caper wasn't all that profitable. At least so you said. Still not so sure as you didn't pocket some of the loot for yourself.
And my dear Stanley, double-crossing you was the very first thought from my mind.
Oh, yeah. Here, look out for that uniform and all. My mate down the cleaners will get it right in the neck if it don't go back in one piece.
Don't fuss so. Go on, have a picky. They're delicious.
Have you got the tin safe?
Yes.
Right. Now, day after tomorrow, I go round and pick 'em all up. Where are you staying this time? You can't stay in a pub.
My dear Stanley, if I can't manage to chat myself into a free night's kip, I shall give up the con game and go straight.
Right. I'll be seeing you. And this time, let's have no fiddles, all right?
Goodbye, Stanley.
In the words of the Force's sweetheart, we'll meet again. Ta-ra, Charlie.
If you look spiv up in a dictionary, you'll find it means someone who lives by their wits. A confidence trickster. The only trouble is, if you decide to live by your wits, then really, you ought to make sure you've got some.
Squadron Leader Charles W. Cholmondeley, AFC.
It's pronounced Chumley.
What is?
The name. Chumley.
What? You mean Cholmondeley?
Yes, it's like Fanshawe.
Is it?
No, Featherstone Hall.
Oh, looks like Cholmondeley.
No, you don't see what I mean. It looks like Cholmondeley, but it isn't. It's Chumley. Just as Featherstone Hall looks like Featherstone Hall, but really, it's Fanshawe.
Oh, what can I do for you, Miss Padre?
I represent the Wounded Ex-Servicemen's Convalescent Homes, my credentials. A cause which I think you'll agree is close to all our hearts. We can never do enough for those dear, brave lads who gave everything in order that we might remain free. The lads who...
Felt Cholmondeley here.
Will you help? Will you do your small but vital part in repaying the debt we owe to these noble men?
Oh, what exactly?
A small thing, but a great contribution to our society. Take one of these and persuade as many as possible of your faithful customers to contribute.
Oh, well, I could do that, certainly.
A good share. One final point. We shall be in the area for only 2 days. I myself will be going on to the next area, but a colleague of mine, who'll show you the same credentials, will be calling for the tin the day after tomorrow.
That's quick.
Speed is the essence of our caper campaign.
Well, I'll do my best.
Oh, splendid, splendid. Ah, well, press on. Oh, before I go, I was wondering, is there perhaps some influential person in the village who might be prepared to assist our little campaign? You know, some of the villagers know and trust. Makes my job so much easier, do you see?
Why, there's old Tom.
Old Tom?
Aye, he's a veteran. He'd help.
Oh, splendid, yes. Where will I find him?
Why, down at the police station. He's our local bobby.
Oh, yes, splendid, yes.
Then you might try Flaxton Hall.
Yes?
Mrs. Flaxton's got a lot of rich friends around here. She'd help, I'm sure.
Oh, yes. That sounds most promising. Well, thank you so much for your help. Good day to you.
You're welcome. Mr. Fanshawe?
Yes, I see. In other words, you want me to sting a few of my friends for you. Get them to send in the odd check.
Oh, no, that's asking too much. No, just a word of recommendation. Oh, thank you so much. So that I can go and rattle my jolly little tins under their noses. Saves all that fag of writing out checks and things, you know.
Very well, Squadron Leader. I'll see what I can do for you.
Oh, you're too kind.
Perhaps we could help too.
In what way, old chap?
Well, we could go and all our friends come and collect a bit that way, and every little helps.
I say, the wounded ex-servicemen are most frightfully grateful.
Knickers!
I beg your pardon.
I was talking to Terence. Knickers.
Oh?
Perhaps we could help too. We could go down the streets with the Padres collecting tins. Yeah, that'd be fun.
But I'm not sure if that would be legal.
Oh, Mother, I'm sure it would. Wouldn't it, Padre?
Well, it sounds a lovely idea to me.
But shouldn't one get permission or something for street collecting?
Well, yes, but if I have a word with old Tom, I'm sure it'll be all right.
Oh, you know our local police, do you?
Old Tom, good heavens, yes, dear old Tom.
Well, in that case, boys, I dare say it will be all right. That is if the Padre wants you to help.
Wizard, when can we start then? Now?
I think tomorrow will be soon enough. You can get your instructions from the Padre then. By the way, where are you staying?
At the inn, aren't you?
Well, yes, that is, I do hope they have a room.
Oh, I should think so. There's not many people that comes here to stay.
Ah. Well, in that case, I'd better get... Oh, I say, do forgive me. I'm so sorry.
Are you all right?
Yes, quite all right. It's just an old war wound. Nothing at all, really.
Hadn't you better sit down and rest for a moment?
No. If I can just drag myself back to the inn, I shall be all right.
Look, instead of going all the way back into the village, why don't you stay the night with us? We've plenty of room.
How could I refuse such a charming invitation?
Then you'll stay.
Oh, dear lady, I shall be delighted. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures... I say, not bad. Flaxton? Mrs. Flaxton?
Oh, I say, where am I?
I'm sorry if I disturbed you. I was just admiring your medal ribbons. Very impressive.
Really? Oh, yes, well,
One doesn't like to talk about that sort of thing, you know.
I didn't realise that chaplains had a chance to win some of them medals. They're more for, like, fighting men, I thought.
Oh, yes, they are. Well, you see, I wasn't always, one of these, you know.
No?
No. It wasn't until the latter days of my time in the service that I took orders. Holy ones, that is, as opposed to air ministry ones. Yes, just changed allegiance, as you might say, from one ministry to another. My, what a fascinating conversation we're having, aren't we? But you mustn't keep me, you know. Now, back to work. Nose to the grindstone. No peace for the, no, indeed. Cheerio.
Could I have a number, please? It's the Wounded Ex-Servicemen's Convalescent Homes. No, that's all I've got. Yeah, of course I'll... Hang on, thanks. Oh, it does exist, then? Yeah, of course I'll take the number. All right. You're right. Thank you. Could I have a London number, please?
Look out! Oh, really? Why you stop me, you useless, lousy, lout of a landlubber? What in Nelson's name do you think you were doing? Can't you keep to your confounded sea lane instead of walking into me broadside?
I am most frightfully sorry, madam. I do hope you haven't hurt yourself.
Hurt? Dregs and drum have a good mind to keel haul you, scurvy son of a... Oh, Begging your pardon, Padre, I didn't see you were a sky pilot.
Oh, that's quite all right, Miss, Madam.
Chief Officer Juliet Mincing Stern, Padre. Oh.
I do say hope you haven't bent your bicycle.
That's all right. Should be thankful I haven't bent a few of my own timbers, eh?
I should say so, yes.
All my fault, really. Should have been keeping a weather eye out for other craft, what?
Well, just so long as you're all right.
Right as ninepence. Oh, but you. Are you hurt?
Hurt? Good heavens me now. Well, I must go.
Must you?
I'm afraid so. I have pressing engagements.
Oh, yes. Better cast off myself, then.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Pity. Like the cut of his jib.
The wounded ex-servicemen's convalescent homes. Oh, do you have anyone collecting in Carliston at the moment? Carliston. Yorkshire. Oh, the York office. But you do have a campaign on up here at the moment? Oh, it's not, no. Right, thank you. Chumley. Edith! Edith!
Thank you, my man. Lady of the house in?
Well, as a matter of fact...
I'd like to see her. Cut along, there's a good chap.
Well, who shall I say wants to see her?
Ah, my card. Chief Officer Juliet Mincing Stern, WRNS. I represent the wounded ex-servicemen's convalescent homes.
Sir, thank you.
Well, lads, how's it going?
Smashing, Padre. Things slowed up a bit, though, since first thing.
Yes, I know, it always does, it always does. But keep at it, lads, keep at it.
Thank you. Sir!
Thank you so much, madam. Just think, every penny you collect is going to make life comfier for someone.
You can rely on us, sir.
And just remember, when all those tins are full, I've got plenty more up at the hall.
Right, sir. Bye.
Carry on, man.
Sir!
Stanley, it's you. What are you doing here? You know we shouldn't be seen together.
Nobody's seeing us, mate. I'm just getting a little bit worried about the way you're handling this little caper.
What do you mean?
Well, those kids up there for a start's a bit of a risk, isn't it?
A justifiable risk, I should say. They're proving to be very useful. Very.
Yeah, I've noticed. The point is, useful to who?
To whom, Stanley? Useful to whom?
That's what I said.
Anyway, what are you driving at?
It wouldn't be one of these little perks you're organising him, would it? You know what I mean, a little bit of profit on your own? How do I know what those kids are collecting up there?
Now, Stanley, you've heard of honour among thieves, haven't you?
Only in books.
Stanley, am I the sort of man who'd double-cross you? Am I the sort of man who'd take advantage of a partner?
Yes.
Now, look, Stanley, just you collect those tins tomorrow morning as usual. I shall be at the station as usual. We split 50-50 as usual. You do your part, I'll do mine. I will not double-cross you. You have my word as a con man. You satisfied?
Yes. But you see you don't double-cross me. Otherwise, I might turn very nasty.
My dear Stanley, you couldn't possibly turn any nastier than you are already. Now, have you quite finished?
Yeah. Well, you just make sure you're at the station tomorrow morning. Otherwise...
Well, all I can say is that it seems very strange that your organisation should send two collectors on the same errand.
I agree. Certainly our York branch hasn't sent any other craft into these waters. I can only assume that head office in London saw fit to send someone unannounced. It's jolly rummy, though.
Well, I'm sure Squadron Leader Chumley will be returning. I've got some checks for him that I've collected from various friends.
Well, whatever this chap is, he's certainly got everything organised ship-shape and Bristol fashion here, anyway.
Oh, yes. Look, as you both belong to the same organisation, I might just as well give the checks to you.
Oh.
They're the best I could do in the time available.
Nelson's blood. They're absolutely smashing, Mrs. F. By golly, you must have some very trim friends. Thank you so much. On behalf of all wounded ex-servicemen. Jolly good.
Not at all. My husband's in the RAF, you know, and I always think, well, might be him.
Yes, know how you feel. All sentimental rubbish, really, but take my family. Always been in the Navy. Brother torpedoed. That's why I do this, I suppose.
I'm sorry.
He sounds a grand chap, this squadron leader. A1 at Lloyd's, what?
Mother, we got another tinful. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right, Matthew. This is a colleague of Squadron Leader Chumley's. My boy is chief officer.
Glad to meet you. Been doing your bit, eh?
Yeah, the 3 lads in.
Golly, you've got a full cargo there, me lads. Well done.
I say, what a long drag up from the village. Oh, me. No one realises how much of oneself one gives to charity.
Well, cheer up, Squadron Leader. Reinforcements have arrived. Have you met your colleague, Chief Officer Mincing Stern?
By golly, I think we have met. Hello, Padre.
Colleague?
All ashore that's going ashore, what? I think I shall have a quick bath, a nice hot toddy, and get the old head down early. We've got a busy morning ahead, eh, lads?
Yes, we'll meet in the village square then.
That's the ticket. Well, good night, Mrs. Flaxton, and thanks for your hospitality.
Not at all. Oh, dear, the Padre's left his bag behind.
Must have forgotten it. Silly thing to do, leaving that cash around.
Yes, it is. I expect he'll be in bed by now. I'd better lock it up for safety.
Well, I suppose I could take it. After all, we do belong to the same firm, don't we? I mean, it all finishes up in the same coffers.
Well,
Just tell him I've got it. It'll be quite safe with me.
Very well. Good night, Chief Officer.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Night. Morning.
Morning, sir. Was there something?
Oh, yeah, I'm from the Wounded Ex-Servicemen's Convalescent Home. Oh, my credentials.
Not another. What is it this time?
Colleague of mine was going to leave one of our collecting tins with you.
That's right, he did.
Oh, well, I've come to collect it.
Well, you're too late.
Too late.
It's already gone. It was collected early this morning.
Collected? But it couldn't have been.
Well, it was. The person had all the proper credentials, so I handed it over. As a matter of fact, I did very well. It was almost full.
You handed it over? Almost full?
That's right.
Ta-da! Morning, Skipper. Welcome aboard.
Are those tins mine?
They certainly are, Padre, and may I congratulate you. You've made a record collection in this area. Wounded ex-servicemen will be proud of you.
But they're mine.
Yes, we thought you'd better have a rest, so we all went round early this morning to collect the tinsies. Are you surprised?
Surprised? I'm shattered.
Surprised to see me?
Oh, Stanley, I do wish you wouldn't keep jumping out at me like this. I'm in a highly nervous state as it is.
Just making your getaway, are you?
I was coming to find you, actually. The whole plan's gone wrong. We've got to get away.
Gone wrong? Oh, I thought you handled the whole thing very neatly.
What do you mean?
Well, where's the money now, then?
I haven't got it. Now, Stanley, you don't think I'd double-cross you, do you? My old friend.
I don't think it, Charlie. I know.
Now, Stanley, Don't do anything you'll regret.
Oh, I'm not going to regret this for 1 minute, I promise you.
Down, Stanley. Behave yourself. You can't strike me. Look, I'm a man of the cloth.
This is going to hurt you much more than it's going to hurt me.
Get him, Terry! Smash him! Watch it, Terry.
I don't think he'll bother you any more, Padre.
Golly, how did you do that?
Oh, just practice, you know. Well, a girl has to learn to protect herself. You know what sailors are.
He was attacking the Padre.
Well, the scurvy son of a sea dog won't be attacking anyone for a bit now.
But why? Why attack the Padre?
Beats me. Why should he attack you, Padre? Oh?
Well, I just feel such a fool. We were all so completely taken in by him.
All those stories he told us. The dogfights, the bombing raids. None of it true.
Well, I'm just scuppered. Don't mind admitting I'd got a list towards him. And all he is a pirate craft under false colours.
I'm sorry.
I don't suppose there could be some mistake.
Not according to the police. I'm on my way to Tom's now to check these forms. You lads want to come with me?
Oh, yes, please, Benjamin.
Oh, well, better cast off. Time to pull up the old anchor and head out to sea again. Thanks for a jolly good berth, though, and all your help.
Not at all. And if ever you're this way again...
Oh, don't worry. I shall come alongside. Cheerio, my hearties.
Come on, Skipper.
You know, whatever this squadron leader chappie is, the wounded ex-servicemen's convalescent homes have jolly good reason to be proud of him this time. Mind you, he had a knack of collecting money.
Thank you so much, madam. Thank you.
Ah, well, another couple of calls and I might have my fare home to London.
Right. Charlie's still up to his old tricks. He really doesn't understand that if he put all that energy and hard work into an honest job, he'd earn far more money than he does now. And without running the risk he does. The risk that one day someone will recognize him and off to jail he'll go. Mind you, it does seem that sheer cheek gets him by. Well, most times.
Yeah, did you two lads...
It wasn't him, was it? It certainly looked like him.
No, couldn't be, could it? Come on, lads.
But mark my words, poor old Charlie's bound to make a mistake one day. He'll knock at the wrong door, shake his collecting tin at the wrong person, and find himself in trouble. Like now. Goodbye, Charlie.